Huh?
Got him! Got him!
Me, see the circle, you a square, can't fit around me. Talking shit like you want some. Don't give a fuck that you on one. You got the right one, nigga. Think I'm playing, better exit about me. See the circle, you a square, can't fit around me.
Garrett Jones is a walking testimony. It's a life story that a lot of people can relate to. Yeah, I think that sums it up. My first attempt, I was 16 years old, and my brother Frost had a song to Jermaine Dupri, when the dance came out, when the niggas was doing the dance, and we got in the studio, and I'd never been in the studio before. Big shout out to Frost G, man, Ice Water Entertainment. Yeah, he called me. He said he had a song. We ended up going to In the Cuts. We laid the track down, and he liked it. And then after that, I mean, I started to develop a passion for it. That was like my first actual recording. Intent to Distribute, the name came from when I was serving my time in the federal penitentiary. I went in the feds for $250,000 worth of marijuana, and I did a lot of planning and thinking, and I wanted to have something that was gonna stick out to the people. You feel what I'm saying? And with my lifestyle and the background I came from, I thought Intent to Distribute, that would be a very impactful title that'll catch somebody's attention before they even bought the CD. Just hearing Garrett Jones, Intent to Distribute, like, what's the first thing gonna come to your mind? You feel what I'm saying? First thing gonna come to your mind is some weight, you know, it's the streets, and that's where, you know, that's where all this is coming from right now. The business, as far as the industry goes, how people would tie that into the streets is when like say you're a normal dope dealer, he gonna try to sell everything he get his hands on. You know, it starts off from one product, then it goes to the next, and then, you know, it can enhance to, you know, different other activities or whatever. And it's the same thing as far as business and, you know, the music industry. It'll start off just, you know, I just wanna be heard or have a song on the radio, and then it develops to, oh, I can make money off of this. And then it comes to, well, dang, I can get my own clothing line. I can wear my own clothes. I can book my own venues. I can sell merchandise, you know. And that's where the business comes. It's basically you take the same kind of mentality that you had in the streets, and you apply it to a more corporate structure. Okay. I want you to think that. I want you to hear Intent to Distribute and automatically put a label on it. 'Cause then that's gonna make people wanna find out, because you're gonna hear about it. You know, one thing that I've done is especially when you go away, you know, and do, you know, X amount of years in prison and come back, you gotta reinvent yourself and make yourself relevant, because it's a whole nother way. Every 6 months, it's a new wave of, you know, people coming in, especially with, you know, the demographic we live in. You know, with Fort Hood being the biggest military base, it's people from all over the world. So you go do 4 or 5 years and come home, you just got a couple old heads that probably know who you is and stuff. So really, you got to come out, you know, strong, forthcoming, you know, and that's when, if you do survive, people are gonna know that you really were authentic, and it's not, it wasn't, you know, something that was just blown up out of proportion, or, you know, it ain't just a bunch of whip, you know, because coming up, you know, people could let you make it, but when you go away and then you come back into a whole nother different demographic environment or whatever, and you adapt to that and then control it, that says a lot about you, you know. That says a whole lot about you. If you listen to any mainstream artist, they all have the same response when they get to a certain part of their career, and they got people that's saying, well, we want the old Jay-Z back, or we want the old Jeezy back. We want that Thug Motivation 101. They gave you that Thug Motivation 101 because that's where they was at that point in time. You see what I'm saying? So, me, a lot of my material's already been pre-written. Okay. And it was throughout my time of incarceration, you know. So really, I'm basically, with intent to distribute, I'm going to give you what my life was in the streets, what it was in the penitentiary, you know, because that's a whole nother lifestyle in there. You feel what I'm saying? That's you in a whole nother city, you know. So it's plenty of stories that come with that, the stuff that you went through, you know, and man, it's not a lot of people that can even make it through that. When you talking about being 20 years old in a federal prison, you know, and they can ship you anywhere in the United States, you know. So when I want to be able to give somebody the past, the present, and the future, you know, and.
But not trying to paint a negative picture. You just.
Nah, we ain't. I'm not. In no way, shape, form, or figure am I condoning to sell drugs, because I'm not selling drugs now. So if that was the thing to do, I would be encouraging you to do that. But everybody already knows that, you know, you neither gonna end up dead or in jail. You feel what I'm saying? And the type of people that you're surrounded with, you know, is you know, you setting yourself up for destruction. Everybody knows that.